Hello, hello. It's Saturday, July 12th. How's everybody doing on this Saturday? Ready to wall sit? Ready to plank? 12th day. It's our 12th day. We're crushing it, y'all. 12 days in a row. Here we are. And it's a Saturday. Okay, I see the live. Very good. That means you can see me. Let's see if you can hear me. Yes, there we go. Got my pink shirt on today. Karen, you're ready. I love it. Hey, Karen, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. And I want to give a shout out to Betsy Lou, because yesterday I was in Jacksonville, Florida at a park, and we did our first 40-second plank and wall sit hold, and Betsy was the fourth person to come in on the chat live, and so she won some K-Factor swag. So I actually just put her t-shirt in the envelope, and it's on her way to her on Monday. So yeah, hey Betsy, I got your t-shirt ready to go out in the mail on Monday. Margaret, oh, thank you. Thank you. Glad to see you all here. So today we're going to be doing another 40-second plank or wall sit, whichever you're doing. And I want to remind you, as we're waiting for people to come in, because you know the alarm goes off at high noon. So I wanted to remind everybody that today we're going to be holding for 40 seconds. And I want to remind everybody that your form should come first. So if your form breaks, your shoulders, you start to sag down, or on the wall, you start, coming up off the wall, just reset, rest. If you're planking, just lay down on the floor. If you're on the wall, just kind of stand up, walk up the wall and just stand for a second. And then you can get back, rest, and then you can get back into positioning. Because there's no badge of honor here to keep pushing through the seconds if your form is suffering. And this is exactly how injuries happen. I'm 66 years old. When I exercise, I don't exercise to music, because I tune into my body and how my body's feeling and focusing on my form and exactly what I'm doing. I've never been injured. And I think injuries happen when we lose our focus and when we're pushing too hard. Everybody is at a different level. Everybody moves at their pace. Right? And so I just want to encourage you, it's not about a badge of honor and hanging on for dear life and doing planks for hours and hours. That's not why we're here, okay? Protect your body so that you can do this long term for the rest of your life. This isn't just a 31-day challenge. I would love to see every one of you just plank every day the rest of your life. Just like you brush your teeth, take a shower, all those other habits we have. This is a healthy habit for life. It is 11:59, so my 12 o'clock alarm's going to go off soon. Hey, Heather, wonderful to see you here, Heather. Wendy's here. Wendy's camping. I'm envious of you, Wendy. You're in the great outdoors. You're camping. That's okay. You can do a plank at the campground. 40 seconds. That's all you have to do. Let's see who else is here. I'm looking here. Sharia, hey there. Glad you're here. I see the regulars popping in. And listen, if you're new here, Beth, hi. Rhonda, hello. I see the regulars coming in. Listen, and if you're new here and this is the first time you're seeing it and you're wondering, who is this crazy lady? My name is Kim Knapp. I'm your coach right here at the K-Factor Coaching, Fitness and Health for Life. And this is where I help people get what they want. Strength, energy, vitality, improving their balance and flexibility. So I'm glad you're here, and I hope you stick with us through the rest of the month because we are doing a wall sit a day, or if you choose, a plank a day. We have two teams going, Team Plank and Team Wall Sit. Hey, Carrie, glad you're here. So a couple more things just to mention that resting is a smart way to go. Remember, fitness you should be smart about it. And just because you want to rest does not make you weak. You are not a quitter. You're not a failure. You're not broken. Just because you take a rest and you pause, remember, I want to encourage you to do you, because taking a break when your body needs it and you're listening to your body, do you know that that is a sign of strength? Because you're tuned into your body and you're going to rest, that is a sign of strength. That is not a weakness when you rest. It's wisdom, not failure. All right? You're very, very smart. You're listening to your body. You're doing you. Okay? Once you rest, you feel collected, you got your breath, then you just pick back up again if you can. That's how you train for sustainability over time. And I'm not talking about this 31 days. I'm talking about your whole life. Not just, it's not going to end on July 31st, okay? So listen to your body, not your ego. I actually wrote a blog post about men in the gym versus women in the gym. It's on my website under the blogs. I'll have to repost it because it's very, very interesting how men and women exercise. And men really do go with their ego. And I wrote about that. But there's a difference between discomfort and pain. So now that we're adding up the seconds here as we go on through the month, I just want to remind you to listen to your body. Don't listen to your ego. Learn to recognize the difference between the discomfort and the pain, because pain, remember, that's your body waving a red flag saying, stop. And you really need to understand the difference between pain and discomfort. Respect that. Respect it. And then I just want to reiterate that this is for lifetime, right? This is about a lifetime of strength. That was one of my goals for doing this 31-day challenge in July, is just to encourage people to understand it's for a lifetime. This challenge is just the beginning or continuation of a lifestyle, of a healthy and fit lifestyle. Learning to show up every day, learning to honor your word to yourself, consistency over time. And you're not going to be 100% showing up. You're just going to do your best at that moment. Every day is not going to be 100% on it day, right? We do our best. We're not chasing a finish line. We are building a foundation. So this month of July, you're building your foundation for the future. And it's one you can stand on, one you can sit on, one you can plank on for years to come. So with that, I know it's afternoon. I heard my alarm go off, but I had a lot to say this morning. Today. It's lunchtime now. Well, I'm going to have my lunch when we're done. But 40 seconds, okay? So I want you to get into your position. I'm going to get down on the floor for the plank. And I'm grateful I'm not on concrete today, so I will come down and plank on my forearms. So if you want to get on the wall and sit in your invisible chair, be mindful of the form. And if anybody hasn't seen the first video or the second video, that's where I go over form for both of these exercises, because you do want to make sure you're doing it correctly. All right, so team plank, let's walk it out. Wall sit, get down on the wall, sit in your invisible chair, and 1, 2, 3, go. 40 seconds. We're holding for 40 seconds. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Focus. Squeeze. Breathe. Good work. You are strong. Say, I am strong. Yes, I am. And 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Very good. Good job with that wall sit. Good job with that plank. Woo! That always jacks up my heart rate. Do you feel your heart rate? You feel that? That was only 40 seconds, y'all. You feel that 40 seconds? Your body's alive. Your body is so happy that you took the time to do an exercise. Today is cardio day for me. It's Saturday. I do Saturday cardio on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Now, I want to tell you that exercise, sustainable fitness, right? That's what I'm trying to teach you. Safe, efficient, effective, and sustainable over time. And that's the method that my coach Bill Phillips taught me. That's what he's taught thousands of others. And I'm paying it forward. And what I learned from him was everybody that's able-bodied is capable of pushing for a short time, for these short times. And that's what I'm trying to teach you. You are able-bodied, you are capable. You do it smart, safe, efficient, and effective, and we will do this over time. But it takes consistency. And when people start an exercise program, they don't stick with it and they don't show up consistently, and therefore they just stop, or they say it's not working for me, and then they go looking for the next shiny object out there. It takes consistency. It takes compassion for yourself, compassion for others, and courage to commit to showing up. It takes a lot of courage to honor our word to ourselves. It takes a lot of courage to show up, doesn't it? Right? And when you show up in a way that's honoring your body and honoring your word to yourself, that is where the rubber meets the road. And that's what we're doing here. That is my goal for this 31 days. And you know, if you're just seeing this for the first time and you want to jump on board and plank with us, come on. You do you, and you hold the plank or the wall sit for as many seconds as works for you. So consistency, compassion, and courage to commit to showing up in a way that honors your body. That's what it's all about. So I will see you all back here tomorrow. Cheers, hydrate, 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 play, hydrate, eat healthy, and live life to the fullest. And I will see you all back here tomorrow. Hey, Ann. Hi there. I see you came in. Consistency is your challenge, especially on the weekends. Yes. So many people, you know, so sometimes people say, well, I'm going to take a rest day. Rest days are great. Rest is just as important as a workout. But there are small incremental things that we do, like daily walking. You don't take a rest day from getting your steps in. As we age, and I'm 66, if you don't use it, you lose it. I worked in dentistry, and if you don't have your teeth, your jawbones atrophy. They go away. Your jawbone melts away if there's not a tooth there. Your muscle, everything just kind of, if it's not used, it just atrophies. And so there's a point of rest, yes, indeed, but there's also a point where you can't do it for too long. I have a little saying, I never miss 2 days in a row. Never miss 2 days in a row. Never. That's not, missing 2 days in a row is not an option. Not an option at 66. And not all my workouts are heavy and strong and, just taking a walk for 30 minutes on an incline, getting my heart rate in zone 2, or, different variations of a workout. I move daily with intention for the rest of my life, not for a season, not for 12 weeks, not just for 4 weeks, not just for 31 days, but the rest of my life. So with that, and I know, though, I understand consistency, and please know that you're not alone. That is like a very common thing that people have. They go on vacation, they come back from vacation, they just don't get back on the bus. You know what I'm saying? It's consistent. That's why I teach my clients your health and fitness lifestyle goes on no matter what's going on around you. If there's a storm, commitments, work gets busy, family, friends, activities, vacation. You can still eat healthy on vacation. You can still exercise on vacation. You can still walk in the storm. I guarantee you're going to feel so much better. You're going to be able to handle the stress better if you live the healthy and fit lifestyle in the storm. In the storm. That's when you need it the most. So I just want to encourage you. Let's get in the habit of showing up every day. And guess what? Tomorrow is day 13. So I will see you all here tomorrow. I didn't plan to talk this long, but I'll see you all here tomorrow at 11:55. We start at noon. I do a little talking before then, waiting for everybody to come on. And then we will do our plank tomorrow or our wall sit at high noon. So I'll see you all on Sunday. Make it a great day. I've got a special recipe thing I'm cooking, and I'm going to share it tomorrow. So you guys will see that. Somebody gave me some fresh picked Florida pears, but they're not like regular pears you see at the grocery store. So I did something special with them. So I'll share that tomorrow on my page. Everybody make it a great day. Cheers, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.